Bienvenidos a la República Dominicana, Punta Cana, pura vida. For you gringos, that's welcome to the Dominican Republic, and as they like to call it, the pure life. And who can argue with that? I guarantee you, by the end of this newest episode of The Traveling Golfer, you won't be able to argue either. We'll bring you the beauty of Secrets Cap Cana Resort, all of the great golf courses featuring in this show: Punta Espada, Corrales, Casa de Campo, and the newest one, Hard Rock, with The Traveling Golfer.
One moment changes everything. Distance, precision, decided in a microsecond. So reduce your ball spin and get the most performance at impact with 4 yards more. A next-gen golf tee proven by pros and players like you. The unique durable design flexes at contact, reducing ball spin, giving you tighter control and more distance. So change your game and get 4 yards more. Brought to you by Greenkeepers. Golf smart.
Golf's fairways just got wider, and par 5s a lot shorter. Thanks to Bridgestone's new E12 Contact, featuring a unique contact force dimple design that delivers 38% more contact at impact. Think straight. Think distance. Play Bridgestone's new E12 Contact.
Ever since I first came to the Dominican Republic in 1997 to do a magazine story about the opening of a new course, I knew it was a special destination for golf. That first visit turned into many more visits, working with the properties, bringing many groups of golfers here, more stories, and even a visit with Jack Nicklaus here at Punta Espada when he was building the course. Somewhere more than 30 visits later, including this latest one, hosted by DR Golf, the marketing entity that tells the rest of the world about the beauties that you're going to see here as we visit all of these great golf courses. There is no better golf in all of the Caribbean or Latin America than you'll find in the Dominican Republic. Where do you ever get a setting like this for practice? Alexis Santana, Director of Operations at Punta Espada. You might be the padrone, but I have an advantage on you.
Which one is that?
Well, I was here and walked every inch of this course with Jack Nicklaus when they were building it.
That's a huge advantage.
Unfortunately, I never got to play it until today. For the last 11 years you have been here, and you've seen how it's developed, yes, including the 3 years, 2008, 9, and 10, when they held a Champions Tour event here.
Freddie set the course record on a 62. He won the last Champion Tour event here in 2010. And he makes it look so easy, nice and smooth.
Freddie Couples, a fan favorite, and a wonderful way for you to remember the Champions Tour here. But since then, it has become the playground of the people who visit, stay in the hotels, and of course, stay in the properties. They're building villas at Punta Espada, range from the multi-million-dollar luxury models to the economy model. Welcome to my casa.
People also stayed in villa or condos. We have the biggest marina in the Caribbean. It was awarded as the #1 marina in the Caribbean last year. And we also were ranked for 10 consecutive years as the #1 golf course in the Caribbean in Mexico by Golf Week magazine.
Well, it certainly is an eye-popping golf course.
If you come to Punta Espada, you definitely need to go on top of hole #1 and see the view from above.
The elevated tee
Yes.
on top of all the coral rock, and it's really a very, very special spot. Use of spectacular natural features is the dream of any golf course architect. Jack Nicklaus had the most spectacular feature, the ocean, at Punta Espada, but he also made great use of the coral rock outcroppings that you find everywhere on the course. The Bryson DeChambeau shortcut? Every hole. You say, how can they have another hole after this? And yet it does. But I'm going to ask you the toughest question in the world. Do you have a favorite hole?
Oh, yeah.
Ah!
Yeah. Number 2, which I have a relation, like love and hate relationship. He reward me, and it sometimes punish me.
Number 2.
Yeah. I got 2 more favorite holes.
Ah, okay. Yeah. You're allowed.
13, it's a par 3, 250 yards from the back tee.
Oh, not for me.
It's a little crosswind, which is a very challenging hole. And also 17 from the back tee across the ocean. It's a beauty. It's a really different experience.
Well, I got the tour from Jack Nicklaus, which was great, except it was such a tease. I never got to play it. You got the tour from Alexis Santana. Come to Punta Espada, and when you do, get ready to put your eyes back in their sockets because they're going to pop out every hole.
Every hole.
Every hole.
At Yingling, as America's oldest brewery, we've been doing what we love for nearly 2 centuries. Brewing great beer that brings people together. Like friends catching up at their favorite spot or getting together to watch the game. Kicking back, going out, or going all out. Yingling Traditional Lager has been at the center of good times, and we'll be there for the next round. Yingling, to good times ahead.
Huh, Ridgeback. Ridgeback? That's pretty cool. So it's a brace for the face?
Ridgeback, like the dog.
I'm really a cat guy. So what is it?
The best feeling and longest metal woods you'll ever hit.
Was that Bernhard? Oh, great, Langer.
You know why I play Tour Edge? Because I win with it.
Pound for pound, nothing comes close.
Punta Espada, hard on the Atlantic Ocean. Teeth of the Dog, hard on the brilliant blue Caribbean Sea. Todd Gilly, one of the PGA head professionals here in a little bit of heaven, Pete Dye's heaven, Casa de Campo. We are at Teeth of the Dog. In my humble opinion, maybe Pete Dye's best golf course that he ever did. And Todd, every time I come here, the adrenaline rush is there. This is a masterpiece.
It is. It's one of Pete's favorites. I think it might be his favorite. I still get goosebumps just even talking about it. It is a slice of heaven here on earth, and his design and creation is a lot of fun.
Now, Teeth of the Dog was the first course that Pete built here. Die 4, which opened in the early 2000s, the last one. But it has been a steady progression of this property as the gem of the Caribbean, and of course, in the case of Teeth of the Dog, international acclaim.
It is. We host a lot of tournaments, international tournaments. We host our Pro-Ams. People are coming from all over the world, China, South America, mostly America, the United States.
And luckily, the Dominican is open again. People are starting to move, and that's not just good for the economy of the Dominican, but for the world.
It is. I think we're all kind of anxious to go somewhere, one or maybe a bucket list that you have in mind, but we're all anxious to go somewhere and get back to somewhat normalcy.
Pete has a bit of a reputation for building some torture tracks around the world, deservedly so. However, he has made some fair golf courses that are playable if you're hitting good shots, and I believe Teeth of the Dog and Die 4 fit that category. When I first played Teeth of the Dog, people asked me, what's your favorite holes? I said, I can't give you one. My favorite part of it is the par 3s, the 3 of them that just blew me away.
Yeah, those are holes 5, 7, and 16, I'm guessing. They're all along the ocean. They're all spectacular. Number 5 can play usually about 150. From there, 7's a little bit longer, about 180. And hole 16, plays about 160, 165.
Yeah, so great lengths for people to experience the terror of the hole, but maybe with a good shot, bring back a memory that lasts for a lifetime.
Yeah, the ocean does come into play on all 3 of those holes, and the scenery is just spectacular.
Not to give too much preference to the par 3s, although it's difficult not to. I know Pete had a favorite par 4 out here.
His favorite hole, I think, was number 8. It's got a little grass pot bunker that you don't see on too many of the golf courses, and it's rather large. I think you can probably park a semi-truck down there.
Yeah, it sure is. Pete found this part of the world in the 80s when he came to build this, and he pretty much never left, or at least maybe he left in the summertime, but he came back every year and lived here a lot of his later part of his life.
He did. He spent a lot of time here. Like I said, it was his favorite, so he's always kind of tinkering with it, wanted to make it special, wanted to make it better, so he was always working on it. The shots can be hard. He does intimidate you from the eye, but once you play the course once or twice, he does reward you with your good shots if you do hit them.
All right, there's some fairness to the terror here at Casa de Campo, Pete Dye's masterpiece. There's also the links course here, which is a shorter course that people can play. It's more parkland.
More of a parkland course, yes, sir.
But the newest course, Dye 4, was another experience when I saw what he built, because he took advantage of some different natural features.
He did up there. The views up there are spectacular. It's a big course. From all the way back, you can play 7,700 yards.
Woo.
I played it about 65. But the fairways are nice and big, which I like. The Siobhan River, hole number 4, located on that, downhill. Beautiful scenery of the Caribbean Ocean and the marina. And then going to number 5, kind of the same thing, going down a little bit lower, closer to the marina, but the views are just spectacular. 360 degrees all the way around. It's gorgeous.
Corrales Golf Club, one of 2 beautiful golf clubs at Punta Cana Resort, but this is maybe the more famous of the 2. PGA Tour stop since 2017 and headed into the future. This golf course, another gem on the ocean, provides a lot of nice backdrop for some of the greatest players in the world. And that is really a treat to bring them to the Dominican Republic for professional golf. La Cana, the other golf course at Punta Cana Resort, older, PB Dye design, another wonderful course with a couple of holes that peek out onto the ocean. And all of this in a resort. Well, all I can say is come and enjoy the beauties of Punta Cana Resort and courses like Corrales and La Cana.
I'm on stage at the Hard Rock Casino and Hotel, Dominican Republic. They've got it going, music all the time. Música aquí.
As if there wasn't enough to do in the Dominican Republic, the iconic Hard Rock name came to the area and added an amazing amount of energy with its new golf course, hotel, casino. Golf in the area already had the Mount Rushmore of golf course architects, with Jack Nicklaus at Punta Espada, Pete Dye at Casa de Campo, and Tom Fazio at Corrales. The golf course at Hard Rock, another Jack Nicklaus golf course. And all of this is so important to the area as the growth brings new tourists, and of course with the Hard Rock name, many more Americans to this incredible vacation area, the Dominican Republic, the finest golf in all of the Caribbean area and Latin America. Take it from me, the traveling golfer. Tulio Luna, the golf course manager at Hard Rock, and what a course to manage. Jack Nicklaus, another beauty here in the Dominican. Hard Rock, the newest golf course in the area, opened in 2010. Before that, Jack did Punta Espada, which became very famous because it hosted Champions Tour events.
Right.
Two golf courses in a close area, how are they different?
Well, you have to understand that seaside courses are more windy, and this inland course have challenging aspects for playability. For you to know how difficult is this course, course rating of this course is 76 from the back tees.
76, not for me. Not for me. That's hard.
And to make it friendly, we widen the landing areas and also treat lateral forestation as a penalty area.
No lost balls, no out of bounds.
No out of bounds, right.
Treat it as a hazard, drop it in bounds or in a fairway area and continue on. Keep playing, keep smiling. Convenience is a big attraction here at the Hard Rock because the hotel is so close to the golf course. You can get here in a minute.
That's it.
That's always the way it is at the Hard Rock, whether it's in the hotel, the casino.
It's rocking the game.
Rocking the game at the Hard Rock. Tulio Luna, golf course manager. Come and see him here. You'll have a good time on this course.
When I was a kid, we used to hit golf balls off a bottle. Why? It was teed up high, you'd swing up on it, you could kill it, hit it forever. Well, now there's a teaching aid called the bottle tee. Easy to use, goes in your bag. What does it do for you? Because it's up in the air, my tendency, I don't want to hit down on it. I'm going to want to get turned, come from the inside and catch it slightly on the upswing, because if I can do that, I launch it up in the air, it's going to go a lot better. Plus my path is so much better with that ball sitting up there. So just by putting it on a tee, it changes your mind's perception or the task of what the club has to do, which changes your swing. That's a pretty good teaching aid that does all that without you thinking.
Go to Amazon and order your bottle tee today for only $24.95. Bottle tee, the fun practice tee that helps to train your swing from the inside out.
The bottle tee gives you a new picture, gives you a new feel, and it's going to change your swing. It's something you need to have in your bag.
Golfers, we're different. We aren't afraid to go for it. We're dedicated. And we never stop. Not every place gets us, but one does. Myrtle Beach, 78 courses, 60 miles of beach. You could say we were made for each other. The beach gets golfers. Golfers get the beach. Book your Myrtle Beach golf getaway today.
Do you like Tour Edge? I love Tour Edge. This is seriously high tech.
And they're long, right, Duff?
Built in the USA? Oh, I love that. I need forgiveness.
Did I mention these puppies are long, really long?
You know why I love Tour Edge? It's because I win with it. Pound for pound, nothing comes close.
Luis Nunez, Regional Commercial Director for the AMR Collection, which is a collection of great properties all around the world. But in the Dominican Republic, I've got a secret for you. Secrets. That's where we stayed for this trip, and it's an amazing property. Luis, you have hospitality down to a T.
Down to a T. I like that. And yeah, your secret is actually Secrets Cap Cana, and it's one of the 11 properties that we have here on destination in the Dominican Republic, across Puerto Plata, Valladolid, and all the east side, where we are right now, Tony.
Oh. Well, it's a great concept, and what's even greater is the fact that the world is finally moving and traveling again. That's got to be good news for you.
It is indeed, definitely. The tourism, well, you know, it's all based on precisely the ability of go everywhere and elsewhere. And since July 2020, the DR government reopened borders, so we kind of like restarted. It was a very slow process, volatility all over the place, but we're here now and it's much better and it's looking good.
And first off, at Secrets and at the golf courses too, I'm impressed with their attention to safety and health measures. So it's a good, safe place to go. And what's safer than being outside the whole time? I don't want to be inside when I'm in the Dominican Republic. This is heaven.
It is correct. Look at this. I mean, this location is beautiful. Golf is just like the perfect activity to do post-pandemic, if you want to call it like that. And it's CCV, a clean, complete verification. And it has several parts throughout the journey of the traveler to make sure that he feels or she feels secure, safe, and we take care of every single detail from sanitizing to distancing.
And most important, having been to the Dominican more than 30 times since 1997, I always felt safe here. And the big reason is because the Dominican people are wonderful people, and I've experienced that over and over again. Their sense of hospitality, amazing.
Hello everybody, so my name is Julio, and I just want to say welcome to Dominican Republic, right?
The Dominican, it's always smiling. Their culture is very service-oriented. They have it ingrained in themselves. They make you feel also embraced, and you can feel it, and all our visitors will be able to experience this sensation. And then again, it's great when you are talking about tourism, when you're talking about service and quality service. That's very important too.
Very important. Of course, we've talked so much about the golf in the Dominican, the best in the entire Caribbean and Latin America. However, we can't go without talking about the beaches.
Oh my God.
Spectacular.
They're definitely. And actually, that's one of the key selling points for Secrets Cap Cana. But the beach where we're located is called Juanillo Beach. It's, well, you've seen it. Broad, long. You walk, the water goes up to here. It's amazing. It's really picture perfect.
I don't know if I could paint the picture any better than Luis Nunez did from the AMR collection, properties around the world, but also my favorite, Secrets Cap Cana. Thank you. The Dominican Republic. Paradise to many, golf paradise to those of us who have the addiction to this crazy game. The golf in the Dominican Republic is the finest in the Caribbean and all of Latin America. You've seen the highlights here on this latest episode of the Traveling Golfer. We thank DR Golf, Dominican Republic Golf, for hosting us and bringing us to these amazing masterpieces that combine the natural beauty with some real architectural genius. We hope you make a visit to the Dominican Republic. And once again, as always, we say, we'll see you somewhere else along the golf trail with the Traveling Golfer.